So last session, the associates, you fought with the undead Goliath you captured, who, as you engaged him, even though he was trapped, multiple throughout the city in multiple locations, other undead that were in disguise, undercover, so to speak, started, they busted out their cover based probably on his signal or something to sow some chaos in the city. They were able to spread this. They would attack regular people and turn them, but you guys in your area that you were in were able to stop the spread there. You dispatched them fairly quickly, and it didn't spread as bad as it could have. Even though the excellent use of turn undead would have been catastrophic, but you guys killed them as they were running, so that was good. And then you investigated the body. You found keys that, after talking with Wolf and some other people, you determined that it was the apartment of this person, this undead, who you did learn his name. I'm pretty sure it was Cain. Because you spoke, you tried to speak. That didn't really work out because they did, but they only remembered what they remembered before they died, not died twice. So you did end up taking a long rest after that. I think you guys went back in, and in the morning you went to the apartment. So, So
are we no longer exhausted?
Oh, no. So the exhaustion happened with the trap, because I'm pretty sure everyone's health was sort of low from Kael Anem. You hadn't rested. You captured this guy. You were supposed to rest. Went into battle with him. Then you did the long rest. Then you went to investigate the apartment. And upon entering, first Davis went on his shampoo heist of Kael Anem. In his efforts to wipe out all the shampoo supply, he went to the general store and spoke with an older gentleman and reached an agreement to lock up the shampoo supply in his hopes to maybe reconnect with Reagan at some point, and she couldn't use the excuse of unwashing my hair.
Right. And I know her location.
And yes, you did.
I branded her.
Is that concentration when
Nope.
you do that?
And it lasts until dismissed.
Okay, so you know where she is. So you
for the
are
rest of your life.
Literally. Well, you can only brand one person.
Yes,
so right now
I switched to another.
Yeah. So right now you are aiding Davis in the stalking of a female.
I'm getting paid though, so
elf. Yes, I think he did offer you money for that. So
deal's a deal. Can't go back on it.
And then you guys went to you went to Kane's apartment. The door was booby trapped, which did spring on Davis, knocking him in his head. Tightening around his neck and then flipping back up, so he started suffocating. But everyone reacted quickly, got underneath him. You went through a window, and you guys were able to get him out of that. And then you went through the room. You found some notes that had stuff written on them. I know you guys wrote it down, so I'm going to go over it again. And then there was a chest. Unfortunately, Davis was the one inspecting it, and he felt very confident and opened it up, and it messed you guys up. You between psychic damage, fear.
I'd just like to remind everybody, we did tell him he didn't have to open either of those, to just wait for Xenos.
You did, yes. But he said he had it under control. Maybe he had something to prove to Xenos, who has an infatuation with him now, and he wanted to let him know, that he could do it. But so between falling out windows, running into walls, and trying to scratch yourself through the wall and ripping your fingernails apart and all that, eventually that all passed, and you discovered a map and a note that was encrypted. But I'm sure you guys decrypted the note, and you can tell us what it says. And the map, it is up in Discord, but if you need it, it's here. Yeah, that one.
X marks the boom.
And
What am I
Yeah.
looking for on this?
there's red X's. Your color blindness may not help you in this.
Can you see them?
No.
Really?
They're on the gates.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, what are these X's?
So there was a note that went along with it. I know you probably have it if you want to tell them what the note
I
said.
don't have it written down or anything, but basically saying that they had 72 hours to place the explosives at the gate points, and if it doesn't happen at that time, that's the only you could go at your as soon as you can, but cause the most damage to people.
Yeah, so it was,
So I'm pretty sure those X's are where the explosives are supposed to be placed.
yeah,
Place.
once the bombs are set, wait until you receive my signal. If you have received nothing in 72 hours, detonate when it will do the most collateral damage.
Yeah.
Perhaps midday.
Did we tell
Easy.
anyone about this, or
Yeah.
we told the guard?
No, this is where we ended. We didn't
Oh.
decrypt it yet.
So you got this note, and you,
Let's say we got to talk to Heinrich.
yeah, and there's no indication of when this note would, so you would have no idea
Can I
necessarily.
investigate the dryness of the ink to determine at what hour it was scripted?
You could.
I shall.
You are at disadvantage on
I am.
ability checks.
I'm assuming intelligence.
Yeah, investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Faith in on this is a fiend or a
They are
fiend.
undead.
They are undead and they are writing.
You don't. No, it's.
Alright. Well, that would be an 8.
An 8. It's very. You really can't tell looking at it. It actually, at best, it almost looks like it's not ink. Like maybe it was somehow imposed onto the paper another way. That's all you can.
No smell.
If
Is it
we're going
skin
off of
paper?
the same. No, it's not skin paper. It's just regular paper.
By the lack of sounds of explosions, we kind of determined that it is within the 72 hours that it was written.
That's a very logical conclusion to arrive at. We should probably move with haste. No.
Yeah, I need some healing.
Just deliver. Oh, we have plenty of healing potions.
Yeah, it should
You
have
wanna
some.
use potions.
I mean, I have an in fact, with the alchemist here, and so I can. Sure, he'll give us a discount. I think he likes me.
They can probably lay hands on you. Hold on.
Although we do need to make a quick stop at the library, get some books. Might do that while you guys deliver your note.
How much would you need?
Let's see.
I'm at 11 hit
Is it
points,
Celsius?
so I need 51 to be
Celsius
full.
and
51?
Yeah.
I can get you 30.
Okay. I don't want to tap you out either.
That's all I got.
Let me looks at you guys. I don't know what the fuck you all are doing, but I need to go back to fuck to bed.
Well, let's deliver the bomb threat, and then go to bed. We can always do that.
But we got to talk. The first priority would be talking to Heinrich
Yeah.
about the bombs and stuff. And basically, I want to ask him, you know, do you have any magic users that would be able to locate, like, you know how you locate magic items, but locate explosives or certain things and stuff?
Okay.
And see if you could, like, keep it on the down low. So we don't want a major panic or anything. We don't want to really alert the people that we're searching and stuff. And maybe double up the guards around the X areas, but quietly. And try to be more observant there. And then rest.
I might be able to look for the bombs Yeah, I can look for the bombs, but I definitely still need to get some rest before we go do anything.
Yeah, me too.
And that's gonna fucking help me find shit.
So kind of set Heinrich and his guards out to do that stuff while we take a rest to get back up in fighting shape.
Okay.
I think that's a great idea. But, what if we just like casually cordon off the area just because they're looking for a time when it would be most destructive to the citizenry? So we kind of want to keep them all away. So even if if they never get that go ahead, they're never gonna have the
But
opportunity to.
The note said to set the bombs off wherever people are.
Oh, not specifically.
Right. There's specific locations, but then it said if you can't do that, you don't get my signal, blow up anybody. Where it's gonna
Makes
be
it so much more problematic.
Yeah, and they said within 72 hours,
yeah.
which is to you guys, it could be
Any
10
time
minutes.
now, yeah.
It could be tomorrow. It could be
See
an
if
hour.
it wakes us up.
Yeah. If you get woken up.
Or if it blows us up. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's get a move. Maybe they have dogs that can smell bombs.
DM, I just want to check. Are any of those X's oddly close to the tavern that we're staying at?
No, the map shows all those X's are along the one defense
That's
wall
a
that
southern
they have.
wall, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the southern wall.
they explained it. They sort of when you I forget who it was. I think maybe it was Arxes when you were talking to the guard and you inquired why the side you came in wasn't protected. They pretty much explained that they've been in the process of building the protection. They got the southern part done. The east and north are the edge of the asteroid, so they feel that nothing can really approach that way, that they wouldn't be able to see it coming from a mile away. And then the western side, since they had their other town there, like that was to the west of them, they felt that was like, that bought them time, so they really focused on the southern and really the
And
fortifications.
especially since the threat they were perceiving from the something down south. of
Right.
the city.
So they prioritized the southern wall, which is this is when you guys came in from the Takaya, you would have come through that, and it's fully fortified walls, stone, all of it's stone, watchtowers, and then the gate. It was pretty large.
But where the X's are, it looks like they're setting up to breach the wall to maybe have an undead invasion or something come up, or
Sure,
they're
sure.
prepping for
I'm just
something
mostly
bad.
excited about the fact that when we take a nap and the bombs go off, I won't be buried under the rubble. Still finish my nap.
That's what I'm hoping too.
You can always go camp in like a secluded place somewhere nearby. It'd be pretty
You know,
malicious.
Let's just sleep in the guy's apartment.
Wait, no, that's not gonna get blown up.
Yes, that's it.
That's a good point.
Like it.
It's,
All right. So what are you guys doing right now?
Bomb threat. Delivery.
Delivery. So you're making your way to Henrik and to the keep. Yeah, you guys will leave the apartment complex, and I think wasn't that further? That was towards the south, wasn't it? His apartment.
So he was in the
Purple blossom.
which
The
which
purple.
purple?
He was in one of the purples.
Yeah.
He was probably the eastern purple, the one that's like a square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So then that's
So you'll get, you head up north and west, and you get back to the keep. There's guards there, but they know you. So, if you're just, we need to speak with Henrik. They know what you've done at this point, and you're able to pass through. One of them leads you straight to Henrik, who is in his planning room, or his main room, and he's like, "No, hello. Did you need something? I have a lot going
to see this.
He
Boy,
takes
we
it,
got just
and,
the thing.
Yeah.
and he looks at it. He's like, "It's a map of the city with X's along my gate. What is this?"
And I read out the note that was decrypted.
He like puts his hand in his. He's like, "Ah." When? What's the time? Like, do we know?
We don't know when this note was written. We do know you have had 72 hours at most. Well, 70. Do you have any way of being able to locate explosives, but on the down low, so you're not really?
I mean, we can
Their
reach
operatives
out
don't
to the
know
mage hall and have them try to, I guess, locate objects would be the best scenario, and have them. These bombs are pretty close to residential areas as well. I mean, we don't know the strength of these bombs. We don't know anything. Who is this? Do you
But it
fill
looks
them
like
in
it's-
about the whole who you fought?
It was the undead. Yeah, it was the undead Goliath where we got this information from.
I imagine
and the bombs
he
are going
was.
to be big enough to take down your fortifications, so they must be pretty strong.
I mean, if his hotel room told us anything, that shit sucks.
He paused. He's like, the attacks on the city.
I would suggest keeping this quiet so you're not alerting their operatives, because they do plan on setting them off.
We keep it quiet and it goes off because we don't know the time. I'll lose hundreds of people, maybe thousands. We don't have any idea of the strength or.
What if we put everyone into the catacombs where you keep all the dead vampires?
We
There's
could
dead
move them.
vampires.
Oh, well, I mean, they don't consider themselves dead.
We're
But
In your Hall of Mages or whatever, how many would you think might know the spell Detect Evil? Do you think enough people that we can send to different directions?
There would be a few, I'm sure.
Because I can help with that. The thing is, there's a range on that, and there is a duration limit to that. So one person can't do it, but if we send out enough people out, we might be able to set something out.
I mean, I know we'll have a few. That's Lath would know better. He's the I guess head of the mages in our city. Wise older human. Just given the information you've given me, though, I can't. I need to move people. I can't let my people.
Thing is, if they see you moving people, they may expedite their plans and blow people up anyway. So if there's a way you could move them quietly or misdirectionally to
illusion
disperse
magic.
them.
We could call. A city meeting, a town meeting. That would get
all
some
congregated
people
in one place so they could blow them all up.
within our walls.
Yeah.
This is the map. These are where they're placed, correct?
Well,
That's
we
the thing,
think they're going to place them.
we
but
don't know if they're
there.
placed now. That's why we need to locate them.
And we can't even be sure if they're the only ones, if we're just being honest.
Yeah.
This might just be one operative and I don't know about the
Then
See,
we-
check your castle,
we
your
need
keep
to.
first.
We need to move now. Then.
Yes.
We can't.
Check your keep first, then call your town meeting. Make sure your keep is safe.
Why don't you take your associates to the mage hall and get with Lath, and then go to the gates. Find the bombs.
We're not taking a
I
nap.
would give us like 30 minutes
I don't think
before
this is a
we
nap
go.
time situation. You don't want me to move my people and let thousands potentially die because of urgency, but you want to take it.
Well, can you heal him or something? Okay.
We're a bit hurt from trying to get this information to you.
We could give
That's
you
a-
potions. There's healing
Potions
All right,
potions.
I'll
so-
take that.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
happy
take,
to help.
That'd be great.
Take whatever. Take the potions you need. Go to the mage hall and get with Lathan. Get whatever
good
team
with
you
that.
can, and I'll have Wolf meet you there. And we need to act quick.
Yes.
And if there's any indication that you find them, we need to move. We can't lose any more. This is.
I agree. And if you have a
Good GM.
ring to protect against psychic damage, I'd be happy to take that
I
too.
don't believe we have one of those. You could maybe inquire with Grant. He might be able to get something in a couple of months. You know,
Okay.
through channels. He's pretty resourceful.
A little bit of
Do
that.
that. I'll be doing that.
I've always considered him eccentric, much like you.
We got along.
He drinks baby
Yeah.
blood.
No, that's
'Cause he does.
wrong. But they can take from their entire population with the promise of potentially elevating them. Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
I don't see pyramids.
Your father was definitely correct about you. Have you seen it, Lee?
I think I saw him, but we didn't really get a talk.
Good GM.
I just said to talk to me before he left.
Yes.
Can I just do an insight check and make sure he's genuinely surprised by this news?
Yeah.
And we got a 12, which is not great.
I was.
I mean,
Forget to check
from
on
what you're seeing, he's.
I take people
I
at
just
face
want to
value.
trust you.
So you picked up. He's surprised about the bombs. He's not surprised when you tell him about Kane and the zombie fight because you filled him in on all that. But chances are he's not surprised about that because it's been reported to him, and probably what he was looking at and why he asked you why you're bothering him when he has so much that he has to take care of. And then you just dropped a
Another
literal
one.
bomb on him, and now he has to like. He's, you know, you guys have no concept how old he is, but even with a 12 and your passives, you can see he's under a lot of stress and concern, like legitimate concern. Like this is.
My passive
He's
is
viewing
18.
this as catastrophic because
Yeah.
there's just so much that they can take, and it's almost like there's more to be lost than just.
Not to put more on your plate, but I just thought of something too. Would you
Yes.
happen to have any scouts that you could send south? Because it looks like they're
could.
prepping to obliterate your defenses on the southern wall, and if they're planning on an invasion or something, it might be good to know.
I could send a small, maybe 2 of my trusted private guard.
It's time to bring Snaggletooth back in action.
Yeah.
Do some scouting.
I did think that.
I could send some people south. Maybe for now we refocus instead of Kalzith. Well, we have to figure this out. But I'll send
Save the city
a
first.
small
then.
team.
We would like
Yes.
to check out the southern.
And I'm gonna increase security along the western side. We're exposed there without Kalzith, and you guys should really be ready to be going to Mage Hall.
Let's go.
Let's go. We'll go.
And here's, you know, he actually, before you go, he tosses you 2 greater healing potions.
Can I have
Yeah.
a little healing potion, please?
He gives you. He's like looking through his drawer. He's like, oh, that's the last one,
Oh, sweet.
but it's a regular one.
Hey, Kalzith.
How much we get for greater?
I think the graders are. What's a regular?
Regular's 10, right?
10. So greater would be 20.
When
Can I
Kalzith.
snag one of those graders?
Yes. Yeah. I only
was-
need one.
Do you have any reports of whether the attack came from outside or just erupted from within?
I'm good
Your
enough to go
report was the first
fight
report
again.
we got. Actual intel back from.
And Wolf was sent.
Wolf was
post
sent
loss of communication.
Once we lost communication, Wolf was the third team sent.
I would keep an eye on the attack possibly coming from within. I just because we were saying how that
Well,
zombie guy was turning other people
it's-
into.
We already had a little bit of that, but we were able to quash it pretty quick with minimal losses, thankfully. I understand the situation in your area was a little bit more hectic than the other areas, but we have to assume that there's more, and I've already sent a specialized guard who would be able to see through illusionary magic. So we are quietly going through the city. But this seems to be far-reaching. Who knows how long, or at this point, this has been going on.
Let's go to the
Mage
mage.
Tower.
Let's point to it.
There. It's the one with trees.
Hey, could we maybe also call that
The one which.
how long we just had a short rest?
Oh, that's where we're going. That's the mage place. Okay.
Yeah. If you wanna do a short rest while you were talking and briefing, I'll say that you were probably in there going over all the details of what you've experienced, what you learned, and you relayed all the information to him, right?
Yes.
Even the note that was the master, and the master will tell us. Okay.
Yeah.
That smell we smelled in the
Nice.
apartment wasn't like chemical smell. It was like rotting food smell.
The
not-
rot, yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
trying to figure out if I could.
It was like an apartment that, was never like there was food out, and then because no one ever ate it, it just shit just started rotting there, and it,
Yeah.
probably Cain, the undead Cain, didn't care.
Right.
It's like whatever.
Oh wait. Mage Tower.
All right, so if you start heading towards the Mage Tower, I'll take you. And just for time reference, I'm gonna say because you guys went pretty early in the morning to the apartment. You woke
Yeah.
up, you sort of ate breakfast, and there was a little bit of the heist, the shampoo thing, but that was you probably got to the apartment around 11 or 12. All that shit happened. So you're looking, it's around 2:30. Okay. Right now, as you start heading to the Mage Tower, and you'll get there. It's not too far. It's next to your inn, which is right across from the keep. Yeah, you guys are gonna be there pretty quick. As you approach, though, and this is it's a really nice structure. They're sort of
Oops.
like maybe 4 towers of varying sizes. Pretty ornate. Well, the stonework is very well kept and maintained compared to some of the cruder stone that you see around the city. This almost has like a sheen to it. And there are trees around this area in the little courtyard of it. You don't feel that these trees are like natural. They're not. They're pretty. You do get that sense of nature from them, but they're not like natural.
Right.
There's something a little off that you just with your level of connection.
At least they're trying.
They're trying.
Yeah.
So you get there and you notice there's a woman in the front and she's arguing.
What was the mage's name again?
Leaf.
Leaf. Leath.
It is Liath. Lath. Liath.
Okay.
It's Lath.
Oh, before we forget, I just want to remind everybody we do also have holy shampoo.
You do have holy shampoo. He made shampoo out of holy water or something like
Or
that. Yeah.
Made holy water out of shampoo.
Shampoo, yeah. So you have holy shampoo. So if you really need to get that spiritual cleanse in your hair, you guys got that.
Sounds like it would irritate my skin.
One thing that
It would probably
Davis
cause
and I
some
were
burning
planning
in your
was
scalp.
A holy shampoo foam party
is
for the
the
next
mage
undead.
The same as the library.
What's that?
The mage town.
No,
Love it.
opposite sides of the city.
Foam party.
So you approach the outer courtyard, and there's guards there, but they're not like clad in armor or anything. These are more like loose robed figures. They have like loose trousers and worn leather boots, but they're standing out there and they're talking with this woman. She's appears to be human, a bob cut, light brown hair, emerald eyes, wearing worn leather armor and a cloak. And she just is saying, like, you didn't pick up the first part of the conversation, but the second part, she's like, the gods look down and smile glory upon us, and they see you not listening, you damn mages. And I'm gonna have you all do a history check. Arxes, you'll do this with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Faith in your own day.
So I read
So
my books.
since you're at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, you guys are at disadvantage, he's at regular.
Faith in their undead.
Negative.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
It's a 16 for me.
16.
Wow, those are both so terrible.
6.
6. Letty, did you roll?
You said history?
Letty got a 3.
A 3? Okay.
History or religion?
It was a history check.
7.
Dogs.
So, Arxes, you hear that, and you know what this is, and you have a counter reply, because this is a Harper code,
Hell yeah.
and
Nice.
you'll want to say, "Weep for us, watch for us, and hope in us. We shall not fail thee." So that's the counter reply to the first part of what this woman was saying. You realize the damn mage is not listening are part of it, but she was weaving that into it.
So I definitely reply with the appropriate response.
So she'll stop and turn and look, and she catches you and her gaze, and she sort of looks back at them. I'm done with you. Just put me on the list, and I'll be back. And she starts walking away, but she like sort of nods at you, not anyone else, but at you because she heard you to follow. And she just goes a little bit off to the side, like around one of the perimeter walls of the mage hall.
Smooth criminal. Good luck out there, champ.
I brush my horn.
You start the
Polishing up
broken
the
one.
cat.
It's like, this is, I haven't seen one of my people in forever.
What's going on?
I didn't think I'd run into another one until I got back to Torel.
Yeah, I didn't either. I've been asking around and I've seen no contacts in these areas.
Did they send you out after Elturel?
Mm-hmm.
Name's Rose.
Arxes, nice to meet you.
Arxes, nice. What's going on? Have you who's your handler? What city are you out of? What's going on? I've been gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long. Time is weird.
I kind of give her the brief backstory of what's happened in our world or planet, where we're from.
Okay.
My handler is gone, obviously, so I am handlerless. So I'm kind of on my own right now. I've been trying to contact the company or the Harpers for a while, but I've made no success at being able to make contact with them. I've even tried this. It's not working.
Same deal. I was out of Neverwinter. Chewy was my guy. I haven't been able to reach him for, if I haven't lost track. And she pulls out like a notepad, and if you glance over, it's just a lot of tick marks. It's just like, I think it's been like a year or so. This has been crazy. I made my way to the rock so I could maybe potentially find a way into Avernus to see what was going on with El Toro. And the leads dried up there, and I was there for a while, but shit started hitting the fan there. There's some, I don't know, they're all the government, monarchy, whatever you want to call them, they're corrupt as all worse than Waterdeep, worse than, it's always the same. Anyway, but there it's like a kicking up hornet's nest. They're all in a tizzy, this thing coming from their northern side, just blackness. So that's why I left. I've been trying to get back. Supposedly these mages in here, some of them, are pretty good with teleportation magic in this rock here.
Mm-hmm.
So
How did you get here?
I took a ship. It just took a couple of weeks to get here. I've only been here for about, referencing her sheet, 3 months almost.
3 months.
For 3 months I've been trying to talk to these old geezers.
Well, let me kind of tell you what's happening right now, because I'm guessing if you help us help them, they might help you in return. So it could be one hand washing the other, if you know what I mean.
What's going on?
Explain,
Need help
kind of
talking
what's
to the
going
elderly?
on. You're not here. Shush. Basically, give her the rundown. We've got potential terrorist activities that are going to be targeting the southern gate. We know potential locations. We know a rough time frame of 72 hours, and we need to make the citizenry as safe as possible without raising too many flags.
Yeah, I can help. I mean, I'm halfway decent with sneaking around. I can scout. You have an idea where these are at. I'm not good at like disarming anything. I usually break
More
things
watcher?
versus
Infiltrator.
watching and maybe stabbing is usually what I tend to do.
Back of the neck. Top of the
Yeah,
neck.
quiet.
I met a couple like you. I appreciate it too. I think helping in any way right now is helpful, or it's going to be a good thing. We don't know the plan yet, so we're going to talk to the mages. Maybe you can come along, and
If you can get me in, that would be great.
it's just you're part of our party. We'll say.
I'm good at blending in. She puts her hood up over her
Look, that does the trick, man.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, man. That's a good one.
So I'll bring her back, introduce her to you guys. Rose, the guys,
Rose, guys.
and the other lady, our secretary.
Green
This is
gnome.
Secretary.
She's a green
A
gnome.
green gnome?
Yep.
I've never met a green gnome. I've met a gray gnome. Huh.
Sewage
I'll
incident.
shake her hand real quick before I just give her 15 and do an insight check here to see
To see what?
What's that?
Oh, to see what? You broke up there.
Oh, okay. I want to see if she's legit according to RC's word of her, to make sure that she's actually part of this organization she says she is, or RC says she is.
Yeah, you can roll.
I have a passive 18 on that. Can I do the same? Just use passive.
Yeah, you can do your passive.
With my disadvantage, I got 9.
9. I mean, to both of you, she seems genuine. She's not,
She's not undead.
She definitely doesn't seem undead from her level of perturbedness at the old mages, and because she sort of tells you, like, you know, she fills in like, good luck getting into these two fucking dumbasses. Weeks. Too busy. Hopefully you know somebody.
We know that.
My orders of conduct, we're here to see teeth.
To who?
Leaf.
Teeth.
Yeah,
We call 'em
You say
teeth.
teeth?
You know,
Yeah, for teeth.
Teeth.
Leaf.
Life?
And you are.
We are sent behind Rick, and the
yes.
more we expedite this, the better. There are lives at stake.
Yes. We hear.
Oh, that movement, okay.
We know things. Come.
Let's do this.
I said that under my breath.
Yeah, they weren't paying attention. These two. Well, only one of them goes with you, but they were younger, looking at least, and they just the one that, like, as soon as you said Henrik, they're like, oh yes, we've been informed. Come, we'll take you to Archmage Leith.
The libraries, they're leading us past anything cool? Maybe like a storeroom or something?
You go into the central tower, and there's not. No, actually, it's very sparse inside the floor that you're on, and they just take you into a chamber off of there, and there's no one in there at first. It just has literally a table and a chair in the middle. Everything's spotless, very clean, but there's no decorations. There's no anything.
Not fancy.
And then you guys are in there. There's nothing there saying or doing anything in particular. As you look at your imaginary.
If I had something on my rest
A bunch of your bugs are like going around in a circle, and they stop every once in a while.
One's carrying a little the sand timer.
Yeah, and then it's turning it, and you're looking at that. As you look at that, the guy walks out, and then out of nowhere, just someone's like, "Can I help you?"
Looking for
You are looking at
Leith. What's up?
Yes.
We've got probably more problems than you already have on your plate. So
I've been informed you need some location services.
agreed.
We can do that.
What methods do you have?
A few of us have the spell locate object. If you could, we could potentially use that. Locate object, they just need to. I'm asking this because I forgot.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. I think you just need to describe or think about what it is. So we'll just be thinking bomb and hope for the best. But he goes back. We could potentially use that and may at least guide us in the right direction.
A good way to start.
And then I understand from Henrik, he's already been in my ear constantly, that man. We'll need to try to do this quietly.
So in case you
Quickly.
didn't know, you need to describe.
Please enlighten me.
Oh, I am. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you to sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its motion. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a kind of jewelry, apparel, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object, and it lasts for 10 minutes and takes an action.
Dang, that lead's crazy.
Lead, man. That's why my underwear is lead
As
lined.
I'm sure you know, we'll have to get fairly close. I'm sure with the map, I was told you have a map, we could go into those locations and my mages could cast a spell and guide your teams. Has Wolf arrived? He's supposed to be
He was supposed to
here.
meet us here, yeah, but no, we haven't seen him.
He's an old goblin. Goblins are
Do you have other
reliable.
He's not very old.
mages that
Few
will be able
hundred.
to locate our sense undead and see if there's any more of the Whispered One's operatives within your...
I've already given Henrik quite a few people to look through illusions. The sensing of undead isn't our normal practice.
Is there any clerics here? That's a cleric thing.
Right.
No, there are no clerics.
Not like here, but in the city, is there temples, holy people, cloisters?
We've been trying to recruit some, but
Yeah, I can see their hesitation.
there's maybe a moral
Discrepancy.
misalignment there.
Misalignment. Such a subtle
Although
way to
they're
put
not
it.
that bad.
Did you tell him you don't drink baby blood?
Well, I'm not a prime.
Okay.
I don't.
Not-
Well, I hope you
would.
don't either.
I do not. That sounds horrific. Why would you do that?
It has a sweet aroma to it and taste, but
You are a peculiar young man.
you know, you gotta try everything once.
So they say. Not really. It's dangerous.
But while they're working on that, do you have anything to protect against psychic attacks? Psychic damage?
I do not. Not readily available. We could, in time, probably enchant something. Put something together.
I'd like to place
Would take
an order for
a
that.
little bit. I mean, I don't know how long you'll be in our fine establishment, city, town.
I have
There's already a rock.
a
Rock of Brawl.
Oh, you're right.
We're looking.
Trademarked.
We actually were thinking more Port Prime.
I like that.
That's what I went with, but Henrik wasn't really all on board.
What if Prime Port?
That might be enough to trick the old bastard.
I like it. Hey, do you know anything about soul stones?
Soul stones?
Yeah.
That is out of left field, son.
It just came
Why
to
do you
mind.
ask?
Well, you know Grant, right? Grant's
That
alchemical
Pompous
emporium.
ass, yes.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yeah, it was just asking about him, seeing if I could look around and find something out.
I don't know why that lunatic would want a soul stone, but they're quite powerful, dangerous.
Well, not necessarily want one, just need to know about them. Do you have any books or scrolls? Or could you write something down?
I do not, but the library will. If you see, what's her name again?
Yeah, Cora? Kirio? Kirio?
Kiro.
Kiro?
Something like that. She's a nice elf, I guess. You know, they think that they're all that. I've been around longer than
They have very fine blood.
her. Oh.
Just
yes,
saying, just to
okay.
bring that to the table.
I
That's
wouldn't
what's
know.
on my mind.
I don't
See-
partake.
I'll get
Although
you
I
into
do
it.
like a good fine steak.
A little rare.
No, well done. Well, medium.
That's out of left field.
Well, you asked.
I understand for a man. Are you a man?
Yes, I'm a man.
They glanced down.
Just checking.
Let me
I don't know
just
if I
check.
caught that description. Anyways.
In front of you stands a human male, and he's older. Probably he looks like he's probably in his 60s or so, but he talks and carries himself like he's well versed, very knowledgeable. You can infer from his little digs at Henrik thinking he's all that and old, and that the elf is nice, but they always think they're the oldest and they're not. He may be older than a human should be. But he was just referred to as an archmage too, so whatever that could be.
And
No offense.
we are in the Astral Sea, so
What's that?
and
yes.
we are in the Astral Sea, so that's
Yes. So you don't know how long he's been there. So it affords a lot of latitude in the aging department.
why Tick Tick never goes by age.
Goes by action. Like, how are they acting? Do they just randomly open chests? They're 12.
Ready?
Except Letty, she's young at heart.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll get a few of my men, and I'll bring them down. Actually, I'll just have them meet you at the gates. They can get there. Well, actually, I'll send you all to the gates.
Oh man, I'm going to the gates.
We
I
have to-
understood
I thought-
this to
Let's-
be a
let's
sense
grid
of
it out and
urgency.
go, so there just a little overlap in the sensing, but
Yes, I
start
was
at the gates and
thinking
go
if and he at the table, like he just like does a quick hand gesture and like an illusion of the city comes up, and sort of like manipulating a 3D map, he just zooms in on the gate area and the X's that were relayed to him through Henrik, and he marks them. And he's like, I was thinking we could send teams to each of these X's and start looking from there. That's the best.
Do you happen to have any sending stones available?
We do. I could provide some. Do you want for the teams?
Yeah, if we're
Yeah.
gonna be separating out any bit, we want to make sure we
Boy,
stay
we
in
better
contact.
color code these bad boys. he casts them, and then stones start appearing, and they do. They're like, there's a pair that's pink, green, blue, yellow.
Almost
and-
like Guardians of the Galaxy, where they're like the orange goes to the red, the blue goes to the
Since I wouldn't be able to keep track of that, I'm not gonna do it. But that's awesome. So he pretty much brings up 4 of them, 4 pairs. So there'll be let's put it down as a pink, a yellow, a blue, and a green.
green for nature.
I'll take pink.
So and as these appear, you see like silvery mists appear, and then there's like 4 similarly robed, not as elaborate of a robe as his, and they're where he's in a full robe, and you can't like see if he had his trousers or anything. They have trousers, and they're like loose shirts that are like tucked in with sashes.
Will you blend in well with the populace?
The populace will probably know that they're mages.
Right.
Yeah, the mages are very distinct in their clothing and the way they carry themselves. It wouldn't be abnormal though to see them. They live here and they go around, but they stay within
Oh,
the
there
city.
he is. That beautiful
There he
bastard.
is.
Oh, look at him. So these 4 appear, and they each grab a color. How are you guys gonna do this? Do you guys want to stick as your own with one of them, or do you want to break out with each
Just
of them?
leave the mages undefended. They're pretty squishy. No offense. You just look like you'd be easy to hit.
Then we each take a
I
mage.
doubt anyone could hit me, but yes, I would say maybe don't waste our talents in that. It's
You'd be
always-
more comfortable with a
I would be
partner.
more comfortable with yes, if
Okay.
we could.
Well, there's 5 of
sorry,
us and 3 of you, correct?
There's 4.
4.
We have 5 here. He's the quiet one though.
Yes, the one with the mustache. Wait.
Well, I can go
Strikingly
scouting.
handsome.
There could be 4 of you while I scout with Rose.
Okay.
I can go off and look on my own. I can also reach out if I get into trouble.
Well, we got the sending stones. So if we each
We got sending stuff.
We each
while you're
get a
gone.
mage and go to the X. Start at the X's. Arxes goes with Rose to scout as well,
Okay.
but that means Davis is going with the mage.
With a mage.
Yeah.
So there could be Davis and a mage,
I'll go with a mage.
Xenos and a mage.
I'm sorry, how many X's were there? I'm just sitting down from my computer, so I don't
There's
have everything in front of
four.
me. There's 4? Okay. In that case, I'll let the fucking mages do it. I'm not gonna waste the spell slots. I'll go with a mage.
Alright, and then Letty and a mage. And then Arxes, you're gonna go with Rose. And that's everybody.
By the way,
Are
did
you
you know
ready
that
to
you have the
handle-
name of my sword? Just saying. Death Rose. Very
I
cool.
didn't even know your sword had a name. That's great.
I might say that's, but it's a
I
good
don't
coincidence.
really name my stuff, but I have never gotten a
I
good
name
one.
everything.
That's good.
You
I
ready to-
sometimes throw them and they stick in people, and I don't go get them back. So I just
Fair enough.
to name them would be sad. If I could get one that would come back to me, that would be pretty cool. I know they exist, but I haven't been able to get my hands on it.
Maybe
And
for
she
your
sort of looks off like,
Are you going with the mage?
and he's going to get home.
No, he's going
I'm
with
going
Rose.
with Rose.
Who's Rose?
Have you not been paying attention,
I'm
sir?
Rose.
Oh,
That's his new girlfriend. Come on,
forgot,
she's
you're
looking
just
it
so
up,
new
guys,
to the
like you
group.
don't know it
Well,
anymore.
I'm also watch.
She did have her hair up. Yes, I
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm back, guys.
How she does that, I don't.
It's just I'm very people easily forgettable. I've been told.
Davis.
I'm sorry.
Even though as you guys look at her, she is a very attractive human female with really striking emerald eyes. But for some reason, yeah, you look at her and then when you look away, you just sort of forget that she's there.
So there's 4 mages, but only 3 accompanied.
So no, it
No,
looks like
4.
every mage has someone accompanying
Letty's
them.
with a mage.
Letty's with
Now,
mage. I'm with the
Davis is
mage.
with
Davis.
mage.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Take
The
Takes with the mage.
Before everyone buddies up, I want to walk along the line of mages and just like I'm window shopping, just up and down. Settle on one, just kind of nod, and I'll just hold on to the corner of his sleeve. I'm taking this one.
So the one you pick is he's a tall fellow, again another human, and he's actually, for a mage, he's pretty chiseled, and he's got his blouse shirt is like a V down, and you see his 6-pack and chest and this curly chest hair, and he looks down at you and he's like,
Enjoy her. She's feisty.
great.
Spicy. She prefers spicy.
It's okay. I got some tricks too, and I'll just spark some radioactive material off my rock.
He'll be like, oh, he immediately
like jumper cables.
it's just like this horrible smell comes off the rock, like acid corroding, some electricity, ozone burning type of smell. He's like, oh wow, this is gonna be great.
Someone told me I got some extra protons.
Come to Port Prime, they said. It's a fledgling
It's prime
place.
port.
At the last meetings, they said Port.
Do you agree with me, Teef?
Well, I like that one much better. Yes, it's quite good.
Boss says so.
Well,
Means it's indivisible.
this is
Not
kind of.
interchangeable.
What were you guys called again?
The associates.
The associates. I need to remember this. Well, if they all die, I just want to know who to.
Don't worry, we'll send you an invoice.
Henrik will be taking care of all that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. So, the teams appear to be set. And he conjures one more sending stone pair that's going to be purple.
What were the other ones? Pink, green?
Pink, yellow, blue, green, and purple. And
Can we call dibs on the green?
Already got it.
Tick already took it.
I got dibs on the pink.
And I'll go purple.
Damn it! What do I have then? Yellow. Got the piss
Yellow or
rock.
blue?
Blue. Team blue.
You're my boy,
You're blue.
Yeah, buddy.
And yellow
my
goes to
glasses.
Davis. All right. So you guys, I'm gonna say you guys, the PCs will be carrying this. Take them and hand them out to your. You'll be the ones. As you get everything up, Lath goes.
Wait, how are these sending stones going to work if there's just two? Are we going to be able to communicate with everybody?
Well, no, I would say you probably should. One of you guys take it and
Yeah.
then give it to another and make it so if
Can't
one
you just
communicates.
have all of these connect to each other so we could...
Unfortunately,
other?
that's not how the enchantment works. It's more of a one-on-one.
Don't you figure us?
But what if we have one central group? Yeah, so like,
What if we have you hold all the other ones and you can relay messages like dispatch? Look at there's the whole city's under.
you're only the
bombs,
archmage or whatever.
Fine. And he starts taking the stones and he's like, pink is what you need.
Give me the
Arxes,
DM.
yeah,
more
so he
shit.
starts, he's like, I already did it on here because I was hoping you guys would say that. But he's like, oh, God. So much for afternoon tea. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to hold. So you'll be able to communicate to him and he'll fan out the information. But there'll be probably a delay in information getting out.
Sure.
Codename Graybeard.
Why?
Do you not have a gray beard?
No, I have no facial hair whatsoever. Do you see it?
Oh. I don't believe it.
Is it just because I sound
Yes.
mature?
Old, I would say. Old.
I would-
Vintage.
That's why it's a code name.
antique.
Nobody's going to know it's you.
Okay, I can't argue with that logic. Brilliant.
I'm the idea
That's the
guy.
case.
The insect
Purple's
people
gonna be
have
known as
always
Team
been very
Promiscuous.
intelligent. I'm
Maybe
sorry,
you can
what
be
was
the
that?
next Prime.
I don't think they have one
I
of
said
those.
if we're doing code names, my team name is Team Promiscuous.
Oh. Aren't you lucky, Marcus?
Oh, poor Marcus. Poor Marcus.
What the fuck was that, Oxys? I was gonna give you advantage on initiative today.
No,
but I
no,
guess
that was
somebody
Xenos.
else.
That was Xenos.
It was Xenos. It was Xenos.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
Us.
Letty, I've always respected you. Anyways, and I think our relationship.
Throwing out advantages,
has grown.
you're the best.
Passive insight of 17. Was it really Xenos? Because I'm about
Fucking,
that.
I'll roll deception for that. What's my deception?
At disadvantage.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't count.
It's got to be in the tray.
Well,
That won't be above a 17. This disadvantage is killing me over here.
So what?
Oxys, you
That
have
would
advantage
be-
on initiative.
Do you have any, like,
Thank you.
That would be 13 for my roll.
spicy potions that heals exhaustion?
That would be something more suited to Grant's particular talents at the Emporium.
Did we ever get our giant potions? And Letty, I bought you a potion of invisibility, Goblin. And this is how you treat me.
So anything you would have done with
I
Grant,
bought it. I paid for
it
it.
still
I
hasn't
never got
been
the compensation.
the full day and a half.
Okay.
So you don't, but you wouldn't know.
I
But
hope he
the
doesn't
time
evolve.
frame he gave you hasn't been reached yet. Well, are we all ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, best of luck. I'm going to make pretend I'm an operator now. And he
Copy that, Graybeard.
Oh, Roger. And as he
That
does
is his
that,
name.
he's like, boom, 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 and you see these portals, like 5 portals open up, and where does Arxes and Rose want to go? Because there's 4 X's. We're gonna double up on one.
So
or-
what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go away to a quieter part of town
Okay.
and use the pan flute to see if I can bring Snaggletooth, and then we're gonna paired ride on them and actually float in this area so that we're not in one spot, but go beyond the gates to also keep an eye outside of them.
Okay.
So I intend to do
Romantic.
like circle runs. I mean, he's fast enough that he's gonna be like.
Yeah. Okay. So where do you want a quieter? Do you want? Well, you left them
So
on
we're,
the
we're here.
western.
So I'm just like going out to the edge of the asteroid.
Okay.
That's so romantic. She's gonna love it.
I already forgot she was with me until I turned around.
Yeah. So you
Make sure
tell
you
that to
grab
Lath,
prime
and
steak before you leave.
he'll get you there.
What's that?
Make sure you bring a prime steak before you leave.
I'm trying to think.
Tooth might
Letty
be
pulls out
hungry.
your pouch of Snaggletooth snacks.
Yes, that is
She has-
probably fair.
Letty's
That's
always
good.
carrying Snaggletooth snacks. They're like Scooby snacks,
Yes.
except for a horrifying 4-eyed monstrous shark.
Yes.
Space shark.
Listen, I'm sorry, this is I promise it's not all my fault.
Alright, so you guys, you walk through the portals. Did the rest of you want to go to particular X's or just
I
wherever
figured
you
we
end up?
agree which one we go to
Yeah.
in the map before we head out.
Letty just walks through.
So, who wants to go to what?
I will take the most dangerous one.
So you go to the main gate.
Main gate it is. Come on, Mageling.
Letty goes through the second one from the right.
The second one from the right.
So Tic
That's
Tic's
the
gonna go
one right
between,
next to the red building is across from it.
Yep.
yeah, between the gate and the tower,
The gate and the tower.
and then I guess Tic Tic will go to the far right, and Davis to the far left.
Okay.
Or reverse that.
Reverse that.
Yeah,
Great.
because it
Good
looks
thing
like
I write in
there's-
pencil, Michael.
Because it looks like there's more avenues of range for my bow on the far left.
Planning this out. Are you ready to handle 4 different combats at different places?
Always.
Arguably fine. You got Arxies in the sky.
And scan.
All right.
Well, that is,
Okay.
you know.
So we'll go ahead. You guys have made your decisions, and Lath goes. So okay, you there. Yep. I'll let the mages tell you where to go. They know. Okay. And they start leading you, and you guys go through. I'll start with you, Arxes. As you and Rose walk through, and you guys pop out, she's like, "Oh, this isn't a gate."
No. How? Do you get scared very easily?
Usually, I made friends with a beholder.
Okay,
The
cool.
Rock, he's-
We're good. I start whistling off my face. I don't even let her finish the sentence.
You playing music? What?
Yeah. You'll see it in just a second. Give it. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I am hoping it works.
So you do this, and she's like, "Yep. Are we supposed to?" Like an uncomfortable minute and a half goes by, and you're starting to sweat, and then
It's a
you
good view,
catch
huh?
him. You catch the glint just of him coming through.
Nice.
But she hasn't seen it yet. She's like looking around. What are we looking at? Which
Get
your
ready to
eyes
jump,
are all
Rose.
over the place.
Get
What are
ready
you?
to jump.
And then he just starts, and he like full speed right up on you and just stops in front of you. And he's like, if he had a tongue, it would be out.
Nice.
I pet his nose and give him the treats that she gave me, that Letty gave me. This is from Letty.
And he's just like, and just fucking inhales it. Like, yeah,
Shark
just
slobber all over
yeah.
the place.
You see the massive rows of teeth. You're like, 1, 2, 3.
Still there.
Uh,
Nails are nicely
Fun
timed.
fact, everybody: sharks do have tongues.
Oh, then it was totally out. It was like, you're
You
lucky you
said that. I
didn't
just
get.
had to know.
I did not know. That's
I didn't
awesome.
either.
Well, these sharks totally have tongues, like a golden retriever named Marshall. Yeah, Rose is like, what the fuck is that?
Is my
I've
buddy.
seen those. They usually don't run up to people and look. Yeah, they usually kill them, like eat them. Wow.
Yeah, welcome
This
to the
is. Can I?
Associates.
No, never mind. Don't want
He
to.
might not want to, but he'll let you ride if you're with me.
Wait, we're getting on that?
Oh, that's how we're moving around, yeah.
Huh.
You can wrap your hands around my waist. Man.
So she waits for you to get on her. And she's like, and when she finally commits to it, you notice that she leaps onto like one of his fins and like leaps onto the top, and the landing is you don't like sense any disturbance as she lands. Like she's like,
Soft-footed. Got it.
and then before you know it, like you don't even she is holding your waist, but
Alright.
you have no idea how
I
she
need
was
to,
able to do that without you.
Apparently they broke something. There's water spewing everywhere. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll take a break here then while he does that, and because the others will.
Sounds good.
But yeah, you get a sense that yeah, you're as it happens, as she does that, and then when you realize she's already holding you and you had no indication that she was going to do that, it's like some fast stealthiness.
I also think to myself, if I can't feel it, it kind of defeats the purpose. Maybe I should have her
Well,
in front.
now that she did it, you just didn't the act of her doing it.
Oh, got
like,
it, got it.
didn't, like you just were like, what? She just got
Then it
here.
happens.
Wow, her hands are on me. What the hell? Like it was like
Got
that. Like she's so.
Are they holding around the waist a little?
Oh yeah,
lower
no,
than the
she's
waist?
holding like this. She's ready for like shit to go bad. She's like, yeah. There's no gentle hold here. She's
Appreciate the moves
she's
there, lady.
definitely uncomfortable.
So, where's this bartender lady at? I'm tracking her location in my head. I'm just looking up. Eyes glow red a little bit.
As you, so you get a sense. So you appeared down at your main gate. You sense her all the way to the northeast, like far from you, northeast.
I'll tell Greybeard. Inform Davis. His lady is to the northeast. Over.
Like a second or two goes by. He's like, I think we should keep the communications to the task at hand, not
This is the
romantic.
lady. How do you know that this is the task at hand? I'm referring to the lady. You're making assumptions here.
So the lady is
Mission critical.
an explosive device,
Code names.
and they're. What am I saying again? I'm sorry. I'll relay the information if it's pertaining to the.
No, you've made me feel bad.
There's a long pause because the 25-word maximum's been hit, and he's reapplying stuff. These are special sending stones, not your typical ones. And he's like, sorry, I didn't realize you were sensitive.
Left on red. He
Left unread.
He gets a read receipt.
Just read
red.
receipt, no reply. Over.
Well, speaking of women, Letty will gingerly hold onto Marcus's sleeve as we walk through the portal. So listen, we're gonna need to act like we're undercover, okay? I'm thinking marry 5 kids, 4 kids, and at that point we'll like step through the portal.
You just, the last thing Lath will see is Marcus going, please help me. I can do this for the city. And he goes through the portal. Okay. Alright, so you guys go through the portals and you're each now arriving in your respective zones. We'll go ahead and start with you, Xenos, and we'll go that way. You come through and you're at the main gate. The gates are closed, but there are people, like, it's a normal day. It's probably about 3:30, well, probably 3, because the interaction with Lath wasn't too long. People are milling about. The gate guards are there. They know what's going on. They've been informed, and you know, you can go to each side of the massive gate. There's like doors with stairs that will go. So there's the gate, and then this like archway, but it's not an arch, it's just straight, that the guards can patrol through. And then there's the 2 sides, and that's what you see.
I'll assume we can go in one side, check it out, talking to the mage. Go on one side, check it out, go up, go across, and go down the other side. I'm thinking if it's a bomb big enough to level a wall, it's probably got to be like a rune powder bomb, something pretty powerful. So put that into your little location spell, mage name. What's your name? Dante.
Dante.
Dante, I like it.
Dante.
It's a good one.
I like it too. Dante it is.
Do we
Better
know if
start
there's
writing out those other names now too.
Yeah, I already wrote them as I'm using them, so.
Is there like an underground part of the wall? Would we know?
No, that we don't. There is a cavern underneath the bulk of the city, but there's. I guess they could potentially
Put it underneath.
Underneath, we can access it. Oh, this isn't close. Actually, no. To access this, we'd have to go from the citadel down and back towards this way.
We'll clear out this section first. Let's get to it.
Alright. He concentrates a second, and you see him do some movements with his hands, and he starts walking. And he goes to the left first and goes through that door.
I'll be keeping my eyes peeled, obviously.
So I'm gonna say this is active rolling, not your passives.
Hold on, I
And
might have a
I'm
meeting.
actually gonna say it's not gonna be perception, it'll be investigation.
Okay, hold on. Fine. Alright, I'm ready. My passive investigation is also 19. You can't take that into consideration.
Yeah, take it into consideration.
Fae Fiender Undead. Throw these everywhere. Oh, big money. Okay. 13?
13.
Yeah, we could have really used them now.
So you're keeping your eyes peeled, and you're picking up. This is it's not heavily trafficked area. It's you see the guards' movement, so you can pick this up through, you know, your keen eye. Even with a 13, you're pretty perceptive naturally anyway. And you're following the Dante has taken the lead, and he's walking, but it's almost like he's like like he's giving the indication that he's like listening, like hearing something, and he's following it.
You onto something?
It's like, there's something. Told me focus. Explosives.
Yes.
You know, that's a generalization, but it's keep. And he just keeps on walking, and you get all the way to the top, and about probably halfway, not all the way halfway through the archway, but it's not an arch, it's a straight. I don't know what that would be called, so I keep saying archway. You get to a part, and even with your 13, you find like a section of the stone that is a little off from the rest. Like it's the dust, it's the dirt and everything around it, or the dust or whatever is doesn't match like the rest. And he stops and he's like, "There's something here."
Alright. Well, hopefully it's not like a pressure plate bomb or anything like that. Do you have guidance by chance?
No.
So what can you do?
I have prepared for the day. Good old fireball.
That is a fan favorite.
I'm not really sure that would be good for this situation. And then I have some spells to pierce illusions, put people to sleep.
Does that rest you up, by chance?
I mean, it's a magical sleep.
Would it cure my exhaustion? I'm very tired.
Sure, if I kept you asleep for a few hours.
Okay, well, alright. Anyways,
I mean, I don't think this is a napping
I
time.
don't think it's a napping time either, unfortunately. I will go carefully, very agilely, and I'm actually going to pop a mutagen. I click something on my back that begins to pump a greenish liquid throughout my body, the tubes in my armor. And I'm going to do my mutagen for dexterity, so which increases my dex plus 3. But I'm going to go over to investigate this weird dust on the floor. I'll call it in to Greybeard.
Hello?
I don't know if we've really found anything, but there's your mageling Dante is telling me there's something.
He's not. Oh, go ahead.
He's telling me there's something here, and there looks to be something underneath the stone. So I'm gonna check it out. If we blow up, it's solely the blame of the associates in Davison County.
It's called a Barbican, by the way.
So, I only heard a little bit. Keep in mind, it's 25 words.
Are you done talking? You didn't say over.
Over.
So what did you hear?
Over.
Over.
I think I found something. I'm going to look. And then a bunch of stuff that cuts off after 25 words. Okay, great. I'm not going to count all that.
I go to do what I said I would do.
Okay. So I'll have you do a few checks. First check. Well, first, what are you doing? Are you just?
I'm going over to like investigate the stones to see if they're maybe like set on top of a bomb, or if it's a pressure plate that will activate
So
a
you're
bomb.
trying to
or just trying to like
basically
case the
check
scene.
for traps of taking off this
Yes.
stone.
Around, yeah.
So that's just a regular check for traps, which is going to be your dex
Plus
plus
proficiency.
proficiency and whatever.
Yeah,
your
he'll
check
my
gives you.
proficiency bonus. What is our proficiency bonus? Does it tell you that? Oh yeah, I see it up there. It's 30. So this isn't at disadvantage.
It is a check, yes.
So disadvantage. Fuck me, man.
Could be good.
Okay, so that's dexterity. So 16.
16. So with the 16, as you look over the stone, And you're like getting inside and everything. It doesn't look like, if you were to move the stone, you see nothing that would activate. It just looks like a stone.
Hey Greybeard, can you confirm with the others that I'm supposed to do anything with the bomb once I've located? Over.
Over.
Okay, let me check with them. Over. So we'll go on to the next person. So you're on
that's
pause.
cool. I just need to see what everyone else does with these bombs before I do anything.
We'll do Letty and Marcus.
Nice to have a plan for the bombs.
Yeah, we should have thought that.
So you guys pop through in your location, and you're still, I imagine, holding on to Marcus, and he's still, as he walks out, he's like,
And our anniversary was in Neverwinter, and we went on a mountain tour.
mountain tour, Neverwinter, no one's gonna talk to us, but okay.
Cleric.
Just
Brushing me off like that. Anyways,
like
so
a
you
real
able to
marriage.
locate the object, or
Yes, let me get the spell cast, and when he casts the spell, he does like some Naruto symbols, and a very similar thing. He starts walking. So where you guys showed up, let me look at it for myself. You went to, when you show up, you're like to the back side of you is a wall of like an apartment complex that goes off. It's not like right abutted to this front wall, but it's fairly close, and then you're in like a main section of the wall, and there is actually like an access to go inside. So it seems like these walls are hollow on the inside for soldiers to. What's that?
A sally port.
Where they can like kill things through.
Well, they could go out and sally, where it's like have a small team go out to attack.
Oh yeah,
attackers.
through there is no exit out the outside, but they have like little slits so they can shoot through. So the inside of the wall looks like there's probably floors, and you guys probably saw it because of your damn high perception. Yeah, the walls are built well, but there's slits. They're like this, so their soldiers can be there and just be firing out and be in their complete cover, and they just can. So the inside of the walls must be hollow enough to have levels that they can go. So you find one of these access doors and you go in, and again the soldiers are aware of your presence, and they're also sort of been looking and searching, but they're just like looking. They're just like, I don't see anything. No one's been through here, But Marcus starts leading you, and again it's almost like he's listening for something, and it's pretty quick that he picks up something, and he ends up going about mid-level of this wall. So you go up like maybe 2 or 3 flights, and he leads you to the back portion, what would be the back side of the wall instead of the front that would face out of the city. This is the part of the wall that would face into the city. There's he walks over to this section, and he's like, there's something here. Right here, which is taller than you can reach, because he's just standing at his own level, and it's like his level.
I'll just begin like smattering up his very chiseled shoulders.
Oh God!
Described earlier.
What is that smell?
That's the cheese.
Oh! Oh God!
Is it sexual harassment if
Uh,
a dwarf
this
tells
is-
you your hair smells nice?
I am so uncomfortable right now.
Do I see anything with the wall? Because you said he's just like hand up against the wall.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah, 20 and 2. So, not great. 2. Roll 2.
So, yeah, you don't pick up anything. You're looking at the stone and you're like, yeah, good stonework. And he got an 18. He's like, no, not the stone, right here. And he starts brushing like along where the mortar would be, and like he just brushes it aside like here. So he shows you that there's a clear outline. And that's all he does. He's like, I think this is not my forte, but if you'd like, I can move it.
Well, shit. Yeah, I would like that very much, actually. If you could just go ahead and put it on the ground, I think that would be the best case scenario for everybody involved.
So he doesn't even grab, he sort of like, he uses a mage hand to grab at the stone, and he pulls it out, and this piece of stone just falls and hits the ground, and conk, conk, conk. And he's like...
Yeah, Twinkle Toes, I'm sure, standing 30 inches the way using your mage hand will make the difference as to whether or not you keep your face.
Well, I didn't want to touch the stone, it's dirty. And, oh god, there's so much...
I'm gonna be honest, Marcus, when you did the hand things, everything's dead for me. You're dead to me. It's okay. When colleagues at best now.
What's your passive perception?
Not great. 14.
14? That's fine. When he knocked the stone out, you see this... it's a metallic sphere. And it's just floating there. And
floating?
Yeah, it's floating so that it's... When he moved this stone, it was like a hollow space, and the sphere is in there, but it's not touching anything. It's just there.
Oh, fantastic. I'll cast Leonin's tiny hut around the sphere.
That is high IQ.
I know it can't go around the walls or anything, so it's essentially like in where that brick was. I'm gonna cast it in there, and so it's just kind of.
Does it? How big is it?
It's a 10-foot. Remember, I used to use that all the time.
20-foot diameter.
Can you
so
make
10
it smaller
radius.
than that, or does it have to be that size?
It
Because
doesn't. If there's walls and stuff, it doesn't go through the walls. So like it would stick out from the hole 10 feet.
okay,
But
so you'll basically, because it's just like a brick that's moved, and in there, this sphere is not huge or anything. It's, I would say, a softball, and it's there. So if you cast that, you would cast it, but you would be inside. You'd be inside.
Are you relaying this stuff to us?
I'm gonna wait until I finish, and then I'm gonna walk out, and then I'll call everybody. But yeah, so I'll cast the sphere. I'll take a step back. Ideally, no magic object can pass through it, so long as, or unless it's being carried by a person.
Okay.
So even if it explodes and the explosion's magical, no magic effects can go through the sphere. So we're just kind of hoping.
Okay. So.
And then I'll call into Greybeard.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Twinkle Toes? We found the thing, and well, I think we found a way to contain it for now.
Over.
Cool. I'll tell the others. One found, potentially contained. Over.
Am I sent another 25 yet?
Oh yeah, they're not like the long rest type, but it is limited to the 25.
Per count, per.
Yeah.
Yeah, per send.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
I'll also relay a description of what they look like so Graveyard can get that out to everybody.
Okay.
And that I found mine giving no credit to Marcus at all behind the wall.
So, I'll just say for the sake of who's running Davis. By the way, you were gonna run him. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. As Tick Tick and Davis come through, they will get the message from Lath about what it looks like, a description of a metallic sphere about softball size.
Yeah, bags of holding that we could put these in.
Good. Do you guys have bag of holding? Oh, you're asking
Oh,
the
I do.
mages?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mages won't
That's a
have
good
any
idea.
on them.
Alright. Can you send us some bags of holding?
Yeah.
Or better yet, maybe if you have a bag that actually just eats shit and makes it disappear.
This is gonna be grand. You already said it, so you're gonna go with the thought.
He's got his in the hut. At least Letty will survive.
Yeah, so Letty, you have a bag of holding? Are you gonna try to get it to someone?
No, because this isn't a conference call unless that was already related through Graveyard.
Yeah, if you had Tick Tick, if you had said something about a bag of holding, maybe to put it over, Lath will be like,
he thought it.
Bag of holding? Yeah, the call goes out for a bag of holding.
I'll respond. I count one, but I don't really want this shit in here with all of our shit.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Plus, what if it just explodes in the bag? I mean, best case scenario, the bomb goes off in the bag in your pocket. Worst case scenario,
Your
I don't know, this is
pocket.
pocket dimension shit, man. Like, what's gonna fucking happen? Tear a black hole and then send it as a meteoroid?
What-
Maybe I'll just get sucked to a very painful spaghettified death.
What if this is a containment field of a black hole that will cancel out the bag of holding itself when it blows? What happens when you put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding?
Bad things. Well, since you are currently in the astral sea, I would have to Google that shit. But I would imagine it would be something bad. I'm gonna make
Start
it
mediocre
bad.
life.
Excited about
It's not
it.
good.
There's a dad and 2 kids. Drive to work every day, do the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
Totally
you
forgetting
appear
your
in a
bags
regular
still.
Earth. A giant insect, like, what? The car just drives by. You're like, what the hell?
I just had the craziest dream.
Alright, so do you want to do anything else before we move on? Like look at it, do anything? Because you just got
I guess.
your initial, it's a sphere.
I guess once he makes the call, if he finds one, or when he gets the message for a bag of holding, I'll send a guard to where I know he landed with my bag of holding. I guess.
Davis is closest to
Right.
Xenos. Davis and Xenos is closest to you.
Do I have the bag of holding?
No, Letty. So we'll say you send you call over a guard and he'll take the bag of holding to Davis, but it'll take a second.
Well, actually, let's retcon that. I'll send it to Xenos just because at some point during our arguing, Greybeard cuts in, and Xenos wants to know what everyone's doing because that's what he asked the other day.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
guess I'd send it to Xenos.
All right. So that's
She
going.
doesn't seem to have a plan.
And now we're just gonna backtrack for Tick Tick. So you've said that and all that, but now you're about to look for yours. And your mage, his name is Phine. Yeah, see, I
Those
wrote
name
this shit down.
generators.
No, I put this down in my notes. But yeah, I probably used a name generator to get that.
Ravi.
Just gonna rename him as Rav. So Rav does his casting of locate object, and you went to the far left. So yours is actually interesting because it's wall, but then one of the watchtowers. So you would enter through the watchtower, and it sort of spirals in there, and he starts leading you. And again, it's about halfway up that you go ahead and roll investigation. He's leading you, but I'm just seeing if you pick it up before him.
Maybe on the first roll. Pass of 21. Investigation though, with the disadvantage, is 17 as opposed to 17.
Yeah,
I mean,
so he's
seven.
like, oh, seven.
Seven.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
rolled
say
17 first.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
seven.
gonna say like 17 and 17. Yeah, you spotted it before. No. Okay, so yeah, you're scanning and looking, but it is Rav who basically gets there first, and it's like sort of mid up on the wall, and it's the tower to the wall. It's on the wall towards the other wall. You know, the
I'll
long
mage
wall.
hand that stuff.
Yeah, it's covered by a stone again. So yeah, if you just want to mage hand it off, as you pull the stone off, you see
Just a bunch
about
of void mantises.
just grab it.
Yeah.
They like walk it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this floating like metallic sphere about the size of a softball to visualize it, and it's not touching anything. It's
Report
just
in that we
floating.
got 1, 2.
Okay, so Lath is gonna coordinate with us. So now everyone sort of knows. Even you, Arxes, is gonna know as you're making your loop coming in. You've already passed over like twice, but they've found 3 of them now.
Hey,
And
Rav, do you have like force cube or something? Since you don't have a bag of holding or something that we could isolate this?
there is force wall, but no, I do not have that. Unfortunately,
Any of your other brethren have it that could join us?
that might be something that only Lath would have. He's,
He's
we're
dispatched.
good, but we're not that good. He is the wisest of us.
Any other?
But I can make like a nice illumination around it. If you really want to get a good look at it. And he lights up some globs of light to show up.
Blink, blink.
No?
Just
Just trying to help.
Tick stuck with the new recruit over here.
right.
Alright. So identified, okay, now it's Davis. And his mage.
These hammers will find them.
He just starts saying shit. And that's how that's gonna go. This one will be SARS. It's SSARZ. But
Sounds like a deadly disease.
could be SARS and a number. Again, you guys land. So yours is similar. You're the other watchtower, and so it spirals up. And he casts his spell, and it's again about halfway up. So these all from your coordination of Lath reporting this. So you'll find it, and he'll point out a stone. I leave it to Davis how he would like to approach this. As Davis.
I mean, no. I will not kill his character. He will take out some pamphlets and he'll say, "Well, I took some of this over. Do you mind maybe doing some magic thing to remove that? I'm busy."
Oh, yeah. And he'll do mage hand because they don't like touching things. I don't know. And he moves out this stone, and you expose it again. Metallic sphere, free floating, not touching anything, about the size of a softball.
Found 9 over. Checking pamphlets.
Okay, then I guess we've found them all.
Are we sure it's all?
Well, there were 4 X's. I don't know.
Yes, there are only 4 X's. However, there might be more in the city. We don't know.
That's terrifying. We can't. Well, let's focus with what we got. Over. I hit the 25. Has anyone tried to... He's just gonna go into each one of them. Has anyone tried to figure it out? What to do?
No, I can try to figure it out.
Letty has one in the hut. And that didn't set it off that we know of. Over.
I would say don't poke it. Over.
Does it have any markings on it at all, or is it?
It appears to be visually, as you're looking at it, with your sub, it's just very smooth. There is like very fine etchings all the way around, like a half, like half its circumference or whatever, going around like that, and then one going around like that. So it's breaking it out into 4s. Which team wants to try it?
I mean, it's up to you to decide.
I mean,
No,
I could try to describe it to Graveyard and see is in your studies. Have you heard of these?
Really, it sounds like it could be anything. But it sounds like a scrying eye to me, but is it looking at you?
It's a solid sphere with etchings in the quadrants. Metallic looking, right?
Metallic, if it's an explosive, maybe for the shrapnel, but it doesn't seem very large. Over.
Magic.
Indeed. Over. Who wants to do this? It's not going to be
I'll
an
do
NPC.
I think since Letty has hers contained, it makes the most sense for her to do it, because if it goes off, it won't kill a bunch of people. So Letty will respond, "I'm already in my circle, I'll give it a try." And I'm gonna start.
So the first check would be to try to. Well, before that, what do you want to do? Actually, I don't know. You just gonna.
I just kind of want to touch it.
Okay.
Hey.
So
there goes our gnome.
Wait, are we sure these things aren't linked? That if one goes off, they all go off?
So you touch it. Yeah, okay. Here we go.
Oh.
A series of events will now occur.
Great.
As you touch it, as soon as you touch it, it's enough that it moves and touches the stone. It's like it's almost as if like a balloon that you just go and it moves and it hits into the back. And for you, Letty, for the moment, time slows down. You nailed it. They are all linked. So for all of you,
once it starts moving or anything, I'm gonna mage hand around it just to keep it from going anywhere.
Yeah, you can do that. It's
It starts like mine.
no, they don't move, but
They
they
just gonna-
all go. So all of you for now, time is going within a. Hold on, I wrote this all out today. Okay, within 30 feet of the sphere, in a
Daddy,
30
what the
foot
fuck?
radius, time slows. As where the etchings were, it expands this way and then cuts this way into 4, and a blue flash of heat envelops and goes out. Now, as this happened, your time is slow for you, so it's like the force of it. It's like sort of like that. Okay. Now
This is also.
these aren't magical effects. This is an explosion. So I'm gonna think that the tiny hut isn't gonna stop the fire force impact of this. So the first flash of blue heat is a 60-foot radius out. Any prime that's in the vicinity of this, their flesh starts to peel off. It's a UV, almost like being exposed to the purest of sunlight. And for any regular person, damage of like a searing heat, like starts ripping through you.
Fireball.
Yeah, so this is like a blue fire as it starts. And this, for you guys closest to it, it's painfully slow. Like it's almost like the design of this is for the people that are there to slowly witness what's about to happen to them. And as the flames roil over, so you,
I'm like,
Arxies,
what
are
the
up
fuck?
above. So
But my time's not slow.
your time's not slow.
So I'm seeing this all
Davis,
the way.
for Davis it is, Tick Tick, Xenos, your mages that are with you, Letty. For you, I need to know what realistically your height was while you're like scanning. Like, or
Well, I would want to keep good enough watch over everything, so I don't know that I would be like too far above the ground.
like 100.
Yeah,
like
120.
So they'll
120 might be like a very specific number now that I think of it.
That's good. That's good.
The range of a fireball.
Yeah.
So for this first
Good thing
effect,
we told Graybeard to keep us on a recall.
The last, probably the last words you'll ever hear from Letty are, Xenos, why'd you touch it?
You son of
Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry, guys.
It's alright. This will be an epic way to
Can't
go.
wait for my new character.
You'll be fine.
You're the only one that's has it
That's
here.
true. That's true.
all right.
You said you told Marco you would have killed his
So,
character.
It's just gonna be one deck save, but there's 4 effects that happen. But let's just get the deck save out of the way. Go ahead.
Those aren't at disadvantage. Our saves.
The saves are not at disadvantage because that's not an ability check. So do your deck saves.
Fuck.
21.
28.
Davis.
Davis.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry, Davis.
Come on.
I'm so
Come
sorry.
on.
It's
LED.
not you, Virgo.
Oh.
That's a 6 plus whatever bonuses he's got.
6 plus whatever bonuses.
I can try.
You know what? He's
I don't think he's got any
no.
dex bonuses.
So Davis is an X. Letty, what'd you do?
12?
Okay. Arxies, you will have to do one still. At
Oh
120.
wow. This is fuck the city.
120 feet.
This
He said
just
120
straight decks?
miles, DM.
What's that?
This is straight decks.
Deck save, yeah.
Come on, LED.
16.
Okay.
Alright. Does Snaggletooth
Oh wait, no, hold
No,
on.
you got more than
20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
And do one for Snaggletooth.
Snaggletooth.
He gets advantage on that.
Should have
So,
Snaggletooth.
I promise my next character won't be chaotic anything.
You're not gonna run in and just
I don't know
open
yet.
things and touch things, are you?
Okay, great.
And so the trilogy ends.
Yeah, settle down, guys. You don't know.
If I had saved, it's basically just Void Mantis popping up, just taking
Just
the brunt.
taking the brunt, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I just roll a straight dex? He's got a +2 dex bonus.
Yeah, so do that and add the +2.
13. Oh, Snaggletooth. Are you rolling for Rose?
Yeah.
My body gets tossed with the explosion, but in such a way that it is like agilely landing. I'm assuming I saved with the 28.
Yes. You
Oh,
guys, anyone who got above an 18 saved. So once I'm done with everything, half it. So as this first,
started at 32.
so 10. So now, in this slow time, the people that are there, this blue flame is pouring over you, and you feel your flesh searing. And now you get the second wave of it is going to be. It's going to be a regular fire, not the UV effect flame. So whereas this was a blue flame rolling over you, now from the center another pulse of flame, and this is going to be a 120-foot radius. So this one will start hitting to Arxes. And Arxes, all you see, you're seeing stuff in real time. You're seeing these walls blow out, and it's like a huge, like in the middle of these giant walls, just in all four spots. And in the gate area, it's like right above the archway. To the left, door just blows, and this door is just ripping apart. And you see this, and you're trying to pull up on Snaggletooth as this red-orange flame just engulfs you. And damage on
You know how when like you're 4 years old and your teacher yells at you and you just feel shame for like the rest of your life? You'll be like asleep at night and it just crosses your mind and you're like, fuck, I did dance funny to Jingle Bells in kindergarten. This is this moment again, like 30 years from now, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
And now, so for you guys, as the red flame washes over you and you're just fucked up, you're about to fly into walls and stuff. Now it's the concussive force of the wave, and this one goes out 2 shock waves, basically 240 feet. This is now damaging residential area that's out there. And civilian, so no one was carted away, no one was warned. No, this is maximum
So why do we
carnage.
think we were the ones who should take this on?
We told him we needed a map before we did anything, and he was like, go out there and defuse bombs.
I will tell you a funny story after this that you would all appreciate. This really didn't matter.
We could have cordoned them off. We could have cordoned off the area. That's what
Right, we could have just stopped where we were at. Say this is a little bit beyond our pay grade.
It's alright. We're already going. It's already happening.
This is what Tic-Tic's
How
thinking
great.
as he's falling back.
All these
As you're roasting.
Yeah.
Roasted bug right now.
How great is it going to be if I killed Davis's character and I wasn't even playing him? After he specifically said he doesn't want me to play his character.
See what happens when I don't play your character?
I'm just flying through there like I should have just kept the baby blood.
So this first force, this is when you guys time starts speeding back up, and you are blown through. Xenos and Dante, you guys are blown as this explodes. You actually are sent flying into the city from that top archway, which is several it's basically like 7 stories.
Can
or
I
so.
try to keep Dante with me through the explosion?
Hold my
Grab
hands.
onto him?
I'll give you an opportunity to do that after the next effect. But so now time speeds up as you are. It's yes, the wall's blowing out, but your body hitting stone and flying out is also happening. And the concussive force of this is like you probably feel some bones shattering for you.
I'm really
and
wishing I was
Dante.
in my vampiric form right now.
Tick Tick, you actually are gonna go out of the city with Rav, who, as you glance at him, he's a bloody mess as he hit the wall. Like his body's just crushed. You can see he doesn't look like he's survived. You've hit and you feel your shell cracking. There's your mantises are trying. They're like popping and smushing, and you're going out. Appropriate music.
I'm gonna try to mage hand myself down.
Letty, you are gonna go out towards the city. As you are actually no, because that bomb was towards the city. No, you're flying out of the city as you actually bang into Marcus, who had gone in as you were doing that to like watch, and you hit him with such force that you can feel his like ribs break, and as you both make contact to the wall, you just feel like this wet as blood, just he's like he's just blood spits all over you as you guys go flying out the wall. Arxes. So Snaggletooth is hit with this concussive force, and he's hit very hard. Hard enough that he bucks, and I'm going to have you real quick just do a strength check to see if you can hold on, but Rose is thrown off. And like what you see of her is like she's falling into this fiery ball, and she's just like, what? Like, what the fuck?
That was a 19.
19. So you hold on, and as he like bucks up, you see that the one side of his, you know how their heads are like, this snaps off, and that's like eyes and stuff. Yeah. Like, and there's blood. Like he's like, we'll have to do a check for him in a second. We'll see what happens. All right, now. Did I cover everybody? Did I give everybody a description?
Davis.
Oh, Davis. Oh, poor Davis. Davis was on the watchtower. He's actually sent all the way down the hallway. So Davis had who with him? SARS. So you see Davis will catch a glimpse of SARS, like he like hits into a wall and his neck snaps, and just he's fucking crushed into the wall as it gives out that way, and Davis bounces, hits, he catches like a side part of the wall as it's breaking, and his leg just, and he's going out. And the last, this is the final one more concussive force.
Hey, if we survive this, It will be cool, and everyone will hate us.
I mean, I'm just saying you should just create a little bit of a manifesto for Letty, make her sound a little bit more off a rocker, put it all on her. Because I'm telling you, just based off description alone, there's no way this is under 62 hit points is what I need to not insta-die. Anything over 62, Letty is done.
He looks concerned.
I have to add it up, but it's not looking good.
The end of
It's
your
alright, I'm literally in the middle of making my next character.
All right. So yeah, it's 65 points of damage for those that did not save.
Okay. It's safe.
Letty, as you feel the
32.
blood
Yeah,
of
32.
Marcus over you, and you crush into the wall, and it gives, and you feel like your shoulder dislocate and break. Your shield, the hard place, like pulls off, and like your skin rips. And just as the last bit of light and consciousness leaves you, what does Letty feel at this moment, or say, or think?
Mostly angry, I think. Angry at herself. Mostly angry at Zenos and Davos for really just going that extra mile to push her buttons in her last final days. Yeah, she goes down bitter and angry, and as her body dissolves, it turns into weird radioactive looking dust.
So your body won't incinerate. You will eventually land somewhere within a 240-foot radius, severely pulpy. Because you've been blown out of the fiery part. By the way, the fiery area, which ended up being a 60-foot radius, everything's on flames that was not worn by an individual. So there's a large fire now in the whole southern part of the town. And we won't even talk about the casualties yet.
I made a point during that short rest that I wanted to save 3 hit dice, just in case I needed them. If I had used one more, I would have been alive.
Alright, so you
Alright,
guys
well, I'll
don't...
see you guys in a bit.
Wait. I might be able to help you out, Lenny.
What,
So-
you got third level resurrection?
Davis...
I have a 3rd level spell that can bring you back, yes. If I
Dave-
can find it.
Davis did not save. So, what is he at? What's his max?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you had pulled him off.
do I have to?
You have to choose.
You have a very hard choice to make here.
I mean, if you get
I could heal somebody.
Can you? Okay. He. You're right, because Davis isn't fully dead. Letty
Right.
went past her double, so you can at least stabilize.
I can stabilize Davis.
Okay.
So Davis is...
I maged hand myself down. From the...
Yeah, Davis isn't gonna be dead outright, because I think I'd have to be double.
I know
this.
he has like 62. Me and him
Yeah,
are
his
somewhere similar.
his 65. I would have had to do like
120.
130
30.
of damage to insta kill. So, but yeah, he only had 20. So.
Well, he took part of the potions too.
Oh yeah. But the 60,
So
even if he
65.
was at max,
It's still.
he would be out. He's gonna be doing death saves until someone finds his.
Yeah, he is 65. So.
Yeah, and it was 65 points of
Yeah.
damage, so he's at 0. So he topples.
Let it be known that he never releases his grip on his hammers.
Oh yeah, he just holds.
He's like,
So yeah, as he flies out, and he's actually gonna end up going into the city. But unfortunately, there's a lot of stone structures around his area, so I don't know how that's gonna pan out. But as he gets blown out, his leg just shatters, like it just turned this horrible angle. He's holding on to his hammers, and he's like, and he just goes, and you just, if anyone was there to watch as he's falling to the ground and rubble is just following with him, and he hits in that general area. I'll roll for that in a second. Anyone who saved, you. So Rose is gone. All mages died.
Wait, Rose is dead?
Yeah. She's not going to survive the fall from 120 feet into fiery pit and all the damage she took, and she didn't save.
I just met her.
So,
She was the love of my life.
She's dead.
I'm like,
Now-
I'm in love. Oh, she's dead.
What's Snaggletooth's health?
What's his what?
His health.
He is
Should be
104. He's a tough
104.
boy.
So he will have to roll a concentration check not to go into a mindless frenzy. So it would, the check though, he took the full 65 points of damage, so I think the check is half that.
What?
Yeah.
he's insane. He's hungry.
So, like, how high do I have to roll?
Half of 65, 30.
32.
I'll give
So
you
you just need a crit.
You
I
know
guess.
what? If you get a nat 20, I'll say he didn't. But anything outside of a nat 20, he's gonna go into a frenzy
While I'm on him.
while you're on
Hang
him.
on tight.
Nope.
So as it bucks and all this flame and force hits him, and you can tell like there's skin peeling off, there's gashes, but when his skull cracks off a piece of it, he's lost, like gone, and he just dives down into the city, like into the flame, which I'm gonna have to resolve because there's fire. And he starts bucking, and he's going in such a way as to the closest building. He's gonna turn and try to smash you into it to get you off of him.
Can I react?
Oh yeah.
Because I got my wing boots. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm holding on to him.
Okay.
I'm just
yeah.
gonna like flip back and let do what he needs to
You
do.
need to
Okay.
like kill him before he kills more citizens.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
So he will, though, regardless, as you
If he's
fly
going on a
off
blood
of him,
rage.
he goes, and he will, like, just because he's insane, like he rams in. First off, he goes into fire. So let's see. The fires were the dudes. So we'll do some.
Snaggletooth.
Oh wow, that was a 6. Okay. Oh, and that was an 8. Okay. So 8, 6, 16 points of fire damage as he goes into the fire, and then he like clips a building, and he immediately beelines it towards you, and he's gonna. We'll resolve this in a second.
So he's taking 65 plus 15. So basically he's at 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, he's gonna beeline it towards you. We can resolve it now because what that creature will do, regardless of how you've trained him. He's gonna make one attack against you as he goes to just go right by you, like he's fleeing, like running for his life. He's so badly hurt.
Okay.
That's what they do. They flee, but they try to
Okay.
take a nibble before they go.
Then I'm not gonna try to hurt him. I'm gonna hopefully.
So
be
he'll
surprised.
do his one. I'll let you roll his attack against you and just do the average damage.
Don't crit yourself.
Yeah, don't crit yourself.
Bad roll.
You get
Bad,
swallowed
bad
whole.
roll.
Nice. 7. He's been rolling 7s. Plus 8 to hit. So 15.
That'll miss you, right?
Yeah.
So you see him like he's coming at you, and he's like his eyes are like you sense the blood rage in him, and you brace for the impact. And just as he's about to hit you, for a second, in his pain fog, he just for the slightest second, you see that pause of like recognition, and he just veers off and goes. As blood is just pouring out of something that should not have broken off his body. It's like, yeah. Do I have everyone resolved? I think so. So, Xenos, Tick, Arxes, you find yourself, the scene you see is utter. As you pick yourselves off the ground, you're still badly hurt and broken. Like, you're a little bit outside the city. Did I say you fell outside? But you see the walls have...
I'm running towards the closest one, which is going to be where Xenos was the Barbican.
Okay.
And where that's destroyed, and try to get to them and try to... Graybeard, come in!
What the fuck happened?
It looks like they just all went off. We weren't in time.
Damn! Damn! We have everyone heading towards there. The fire that Henrik's on his way with everybody we can spare. Yeah, because all you see, so the wall, basically the way they were leveled, and the intent was for them to go off at once, it structurally made it so like the whole middle blew out, collapsed, and then the force of that collapse made the whole, like, it's gone, and everybody that was mingling around, regular people there, you have no idea how many people are dead, but there's a lot of dead. And if they were prime, they are gone. And all those buildings along the south there.
Wasn't Heinrich going to call in his city meeting?
That might have been a good idea.
So that was the idea.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fires and stuff going on.
Xenos is getting up immediately because he only has 10 minutes to do this. His bones some of them are broken, but they begin to snap into place and such as he's turning into his vampiric form. And he's booking it to the part of the wall that he knew Letty went to, because he doubts in all of his mind that Letty survived such an explosion.
Okay.
He runs over all the dead. He doesn't care if there's suffering children.
Yeah, you run by, there's a little kid walking with his arm in his hand. Where's my mommy?
I push him down as I run. I push him out of the way.
Worst stupid ever.
You jump over a crying woman that's like holding her with maybe her significant other who's just holding a head and an arm like.
He only cares about his goblin friend. He's going to find her.
Go ahead and roll.
Friend, you say?
Yeah, Xenos considers you a friend.
And a loved one.
Perception.
I was gonna say just a friend.
Perception.
I mean, he's no Marcus.
Disadvantage. Perception. It's 13.
Alright, so you run. Where you think?
Well, I know what section of the wall
you
she
guys
was
all
in.
knew where you were at. So
I probably had visibility on all of them, right?
yeah, if you.
So I saw where Davis went.
He was outside, right?
Yeah, he was outside. You actually. You go ahead and roll.
Well,
this.
and go ahead and finalize that, but that's kind of where my mind
Yeah,
is headed.
because you may have seen where both, because you had a bird's eye view.
Okay.
So, go ahead and roll your perception just to see. It's still disadvantaged because of the exhaustion, but
I have advantage thanks to Letty. So that
So it'd be neutral.
is neutral.
neutral.
Excuse me, 9 plus. Man, my passive is better. 12.
12? Okay. You are gonna see the general area where Dave is from.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to do a death save for him here in a second. So Xenos, you're running and you're just seeing this just sheer fucking carnage and not giving two shits. And as you come through, you do that little red apartment structure that's now in rubble. You pick up, you see this broken green pile of just mush, barely recognizable, but you see stuck in the ground next to it a chef's knife.
Oh, fucking Lenny. What happened? You touched it. You fucking touched it. I know you fucking touched it. Look at what happened to you now. You're fucking dead, Lenny. You're fucking dead. Don't worry. Your white knight's here. Your white knight's here for you. I'm here. And I'm gonna grab the medley of wilted daisies I just bought. You're gonna pay me back for all of it. And I'm just gonna shove it into the pile of meat that is now Letty. And it begins just chanting incantations as I'm like trying to mold it. You're gonna come back a little pale. Maybe missing a few fingers, too many fingers on one hand. I've never done this before. We're really gonna see how this works out.
You gotta roll for success right now.
Yeah, just biting my finger, drawing a blood symbol, like a circle around her, and etching into the ground with blood all these runes, and I'm casting reanimation. And
So-
that will use a lot of my hit dice, 3 of them. But Letty will come back because she hasn't been dead for 10 minutes, correct? Has not been 10 minutes.
has not passed.
With 1 hit point, in addition to hit dice that I've expended with the spell. So you'll come back actually better than you died, probably, because you're gonna have a +2 to all ability checks, all attack throws, and all saving throws. But once you lose the temporary hit points, you gain another level exhaustion.
So, in the way your magic works, because you never had done this before, and you just thinking, what you had read in the book, like, yeah, you do this, and then like you stand back and you wait, and then you're like, you start feeling this like a pull, as literally your blood just starts coming out of where you cut. Out of your mouth,
wounds.
your nose, your wounds, like your blood pulls out and in like a swirl and pours into the mush of Letty, and it starts reforming her. And what you said happens, but you do get 2 levels of exhaustion.
I gain 2 levels exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh no. Alright, well let me roll for the temporary hit dice that you gain.
And of course, we have to know if Letty wishes to come back.
Oh, there's no deciding if she wishes to come back. It just says it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much like a mindless donk right now. Guys, I've been playing too much Cyberpunk. Using Cyberpunk slang in
Oh,
actual
don't-
real life.
Dude,
We'll
don't
talk
worry.
about that after.
Don't you fucking worry.
I got something for you.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen how many hours you played in the last week. We're friends on Steam. I've seen how much time you put in. But I guess in theory you could command me to cast Revivify, and then it would bring me back.
Well, it doesn't bring you
Because
back
right
as
now I'm pretty
a.
much a zombie.
No, you're not a
That's all
ghoul.
very
This is a different type of reanimate.
Yeah, it's part of his Seguimancy. So it's essentially like raised
Raised dead.
Raised dead.
Yeah. So you're you, and you're completely free-willed, but it doesn't say.
It's like Revivify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
It looks like when I'm reading though, my memory's cloudy. I might not even wouldn't be up anything in here. And it only lasts for a day.
No.
This isn't a spell. This looks like a.
Yeah, no, this isn't like the reanimate from D&D. This is a homebrew. It's to give him the ability to do Revivify is 10 minutes, right?
No, Revivify is 1 minute.
1 minute. So it's the Raise Dead, which is the one up from Revivify.
But he uses my hit dice.
Yeah, but it uses his blood, and now he knows his exhaustion.
So you come back with 13 hit points, 1 like real hit point, 13 temporary hit points, and so each round, so every 6 seconds you lose a hit point, and so I guess once you run out of all those 13 hit points of your temporary hit points, you gain that exhaustion.
And I believe when you are brought back from the dead, you start with, isn't there exhaustion?
No, she gets the exhaustion after. This spell can't return to life a creature who's died of old age, nor restore any missing body parts. So if she's missing body parts.
They weren't missing, they were just pulpy.
Pulverized.
The bones were pulverized, so they were still attached to them.
Okay.
Everything was still there. She looked just rough, you know. Like having fallen from, I don't know, 7-story building and hitting stone along the way. And the concussive force. And
So
fire.
I just gained 2 more points of exhaustion?
Yeah, so you had 3 exhaustion, and I think being resurrected or brought back from the dead is 4 exhaustion.
It doesn't say in the spell, but I know she gains a level of exhaustion. The spell says she only gains 1 level of exhaustion after
Oh, okay, then that's what it is.
she
So you would
loses
have,
her tempo.
after this, because you already had 1 level, so you'd be at 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
But you're alive.
Well, Letty will sit
In
up
great pain.
in her bloody pulp. And she'll, hoping Xenos didn't get the message that she said over the rock. God, I can't believe Davis touched the fucking thing. I don't know why he called it out like that before he did it. I mean, I told him no. I couldn't hear what he was saying. I hope you would tell him no, too.
Fucking
We're pretty
insight check.
We're pretty sure it was just ran out of time.
That's the story
That's
we're
the
going
story
with.
we're
That's
going
what the
with.
associates
We're
are going with.
We ran out of time.
Time ran out.
No blame on us. We're blameless.
Right? We did what we
Natural
could.
20 on deception.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Oh, I thought I didn't have exhaustion anymore.
You still have 1
Because
level.
we're waiting for the temporary. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Remember that, bucko.
18
Fuck.
at disadvantage.
Fuck. Yeah. Whatever.
Man, that Davis.
Genocide and getting away with it.
Fucking Davis, that moron, idiot bastard.
We ran out
Alright.
of time.
You told that to the
You,
graveyard.
with the 13, you saw where he went down.
I immediately head over there.
We are going to have to give him a death save, though.
Since I was
Alright.
outside, would I have seen him too? Can I?
You wouldn't have. You could go looking because you know his general area, but
I'll do that.
because you didn't get the bird's eye and you were also falling.
Right.
Does he get any constitution bonus?
I think the death save is just.
It's just a straight.
Yeah.
What if it's a 10?
Oh, he saved.
That's right down the middle. Okay.
Yeah, that'll save. And then you can start heading.
Yeah.
Are you heading
I'm
towards
heading that way
Davis?
anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you start beelining it in. I'll say you will both get in his general area, and it'll be perception checks. And then
21.
after this check, hopefully you succeed, but he'll have to do another death save because they're technically every 6 seconds. Every round.
I am now going to go into a blood rage. Because I'm below half hit point.
With disadvantage, 27.
27. You, what did you get?
I make wisdom saves.
Is it wisdom that you add for perception?
Yes.
But do I add the? Oh no, this is saving throws.
Yeah,
Right
you
here,
should actually
perception
have
plus 2.
perception.
Oh yeah,
if
plus
you-
2. Yeah, there we go. 19.
19. Oh, okay. You both, as you both, you Arxies are flying down. Tick tick. You're beelining as fast as you can. As you both get there, you see the glint of his hammers with, like his broken. Like he's like holding him still. His stash is beautiful, but he's like partially covered in rubble. You both see him, so you'll be able to get to him, but he does have to roll his death save.
11.
He saved. So you guys can, to stabilize him, either shove a potion in his
Cure
mouth
wounds.
or cure wounds or whatever. Okay. Yeah, if you burn a cure wounds, you heal him up and start digging him out.
Yep.
I'll lay hands on him to give him an extra 15 hit points.
As you do that, you see an old man walking, calling, Darla! Darla! Ah!
The cure wounds.
Blood, like,
6
flowing down.
to stabilize it.
Okay. He'll come to consciousness with anything that brings him
Does he need more?
I have double disadvantage right now. How does that work? Just straight up?
up. No, now you should have disadvantage.
No, but I have disadvantage from my mutagen and then disadvantage from exhaustion.
Oh, you just disadvantage. You can't have more.
They don't stack.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
stack.
thankfully. Okay, so with level 3, my speed is halved to have a disadvantage on attack throws and saving throws now. Okay.
So you.
So that's a nat 1.
Okay.
So
the blood
my,
range. Sets
the
in.
blood rage does set in. So I have to attack the nearest creature to
Letty.
That might be Letty.
the kid with the arm.
Yeah. So
But you're at disadvantage.
So I'm at disadvantage for this attack as well, Letty, but I am about to attack you. You see the smile on Zeno's face as he just brought you back to life turn into a bloodthirsty grin as he now lunges at you. His eyes are very dilated, bloodshot, and bleeding. He's bleeding out of almost every orifice on his body. Oh, man.
2 nat 20s.
That'd be pretty funny. So one of them was a nat 20, but that's disadvantage. So, do I have to do both attacks? Or...
I don't know. No, you don't.
Okay,
It's
so
just an
then that would
attack.
be a 11 to hit.
That's gotta be a pimp slap.
That's
Yeah.
11 does not
Yeah,
hit.
that doesn't hit.
And then he okay, so I don't have to do anything else. Letty, I think I'm fucking losing it. You see him fighting with his internal mind.
Oh, wait. Do I know you?
This is hilarious.
Do you begin your turn? Make a DC. I only needed to beat a DC 8. Saving throw or else move directly towards the nearest creature to you and use the attack action against the creature. Okay, yeah. So am I in this rage now for how long? Or is it just at the start of each turn?
I think, doesn't it say you have to do the check at the start?
The beginning of, okay. Yeah, so I missed that first attack.
So 6
Now I'm a
seconds.
little.
So
If you just heal me 1 point, I won't be in a blood rage anymore.
Yeah, I guess I can give you a cure wounds.
I guess I won't be in a blood rage. It's okay.
A second level.
We'll
I
we'll
need
let
16 hit
that little
points.
metagaming go right there.
Oh, sorry. That was metagaming.
So, there's sheer chaos and
Was not thinking about that. Accidental metagaming.
Before Tic Tic heals anybody else or does any more healing, he's looking around to make sure there's no other operatives or attacks going on. He's looking for threats.
so with your passive right now, you just see chaos. There's fire, it's smoky, there's screaming. The first thing you do catch though is glint of armor as in force, in mass. A lot of prime city guard are coming down, like from the south. From the north.
From the south.
No, not there. Nothing from the south that you can see. This from the north, and from your angle, that's what you would see. They're just coming in, and you hear like, "Get the flames out! Get the mages to make water. We need more water. The supply's not enough." They're fighting because there's really not natural water here. Obviously, it's got to be made somehow. So, even though you may know what Takaya knows, that's not
there yet.
Yeah. So, so you're picking up all these thoughts and random, and it's just sheer chaos. A little bit almost overwhelming for you. You're tending to Davis. He's like, "What happened? Is the shampoo safe? Look at these things." And you're like with Letty. She's like on the ground, sitting up, like, fucking dazed and confused. You just tried to bite her.
I was swinging my sword.
Oh, it was your sword? Oh, okay. You tried to stab her after you pretty much just sacrificed a good chunk of your blood.
Yeah.
You're alive.
And,
We'll take care of that.
and you'll pick up as you come out of your bloodlust. You see Henrik walking, and he just drops to his knees, and he's just like face in his hands, and then you see your father just drop down next to him and put his hand on his shoulder, and that's where we're gonna end the session. Now.
So everybody's traumatized.
So